Hey, Rob out, y'all. We're not gonna be showing the camera on this one, but we'll be live with FaZe at 9 o'clock. We will be showing the camera. We got a lot of background stuff going on inside, so we're to do it outside. We're gonna run that intro, man, but this is about to be interesting.
And the ancestors are looking out for us. God Hayes is exposing them, man.
Okay, you see that chair right there? See how big it is?
Yeah.
Now look at the Pope chair under it. Scroll down, look at the Pope chair under it.
Never have it been made so clear.
Young TV. Young.
We running the game right now.
Young TV.
Time to take over.
Young
We the hottest in the game. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you just not tuned in.
TV.
Share, like on your Instagram, Facebook.
Young TV.
If you tuned in, we broadcasting live from 2030, baby.
Young TV. Young
Taking over the game, baby. Oh yeah.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Young TV.
Get them likes up in the air, you heard me?
Young TV.
Ride by. Hotel Islam.
Young TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Flown letter. Peace.
Young
Be unto you.
TV.
Hit that like.
Hey, Rob out, if you're tuning in, man, we gotta talk about this. My brother called me from prison, man, and talking about the conditions in there, what's going on, and how there's a lot of things going on in there, man. For the first part, they transferred them to a particular unit where the brothers had certain blood types or whatever, and then they locked them down for 30 days and fed them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches 3 times a day for 30 days straight. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, man. Now keep in mind, right, that the state prisons are privately owned, and the state pays in between $10,000 to $40,000 a year to house a prisoner. Keep this in mind. We're going to do the numbers on this and see why they feeding these brothers, or was it an experiment? You know what I'm saying? Free Malachi, New York, man. Because they're not telling what's going on in Colorado, the experiments they're doing on our brothers and sisters. If you got loved ones in prison, make sure you answer the phone for them, man, to see what's going on the land right now. Because these guys, they making they move, man, and they trying to get rid of us. This is Ashtar Command. And anybody coming telling you otherwise is full of crap. Because Ashtar Command is the one that say the planet got to be, they working with Enlil. So they connected with Enlil. Enlil is the decreased population guy with the Ashtar Command. The 500, the Georgia Guidestones, all that. But, yeah, in between, yeah, that's right, Shelley. In some states, $40,000 a year to house each prisoner. The state paid tax dollars. Now, where's all that money going? You got 2,000 guys in the prison. How much money is it? And where's all that money going? It ain't, you on payroll and keep the lights on in the place don't cost that much a year. Right? Then, not to mention, they got privately owned contracts. Each prison get privately owned contracts with major corporations where they send prisoners to work for $15 an hour and pay. So they go to work for 10 hours a day. That's $150, right? But they only pay them 15 cents out of that 150. What percentage is that? Is that less than 10%? They pay them less than 10% of what they make a day. Then they collecting that money. Each prisoner, and like my brother said, if you don't want to go to work, they punish you. Because this is modern day slavery. If you don't want to go to work, they punish you. So you got to go to work, and you got to work 10, 12-hour days where you make $15 an hour, but they only pay you 15 cents an hour. And then, not to mention, some prisons even incorporated their own businesses. Like in Louisiana, they make license plates for the DMV, and they get paid. The prisoners only get paid 15 cents an hour. Well, this is a $10, $20 an hour job. This is the type of game that they run, right, in prison. And then they running all these things on our brothers, the volunteer, our brothers in there. You got to keep in mind, and a lot of people are not up to the game on that this matrix is based off of contracts. And so, when in order to get 2 degrees or something, they got to get you to sign it. When you go to every place you go to in their establishment, they always got to pull out paperwork to get you to sign it. That's how you know that this is a contract through the paperwork. They always pull out, anywhere you go, they got to get an agreement, get you to sign it. Whether it be to work on you in any one of their establishments, to work on you, to work with you, they got to sign a contract. Now, that's the devil. I'm telling you. The devil always wants you to sign sign on the dotted line. Right? So, not to mention that, there's a lot of brothers that's in prison right now that are high-powered alchemists. There's guys making coats out of bed, out of cotton, out of their mattress, making whole coats. They're making rings out of boats. They're making these people, man. You'll be amazed of how creative you become as natural alchemists sitting in prison. These people can draw your face like with every bump, down to every bump on it. These guys, right? My brother sent me a picture of somebody that drew him, and it looks just like him, identical. So, yeah, man. So what we coming to tell you about today is about talk. If you got loved ones in the slammer, the prison systems, which is really modern day privately owned plantations. And the reason why, and they building big mega prisons right now as we speak. Why are they building more prisons? Why ain't they doing something to prevent the crime or to help keep people from committing crimes? Why are they breaking more prisons? And then let alone, we are $31 trillion in debt, what they tell us. And they study sending billions of dollars to other places. Why are you sending billions of dollars to people all around the world, and we study being broke as hell? We broke as hell. How is that happening? How is America sending money to everybody else when America is broke? You know, they don't even fucking add up, man. So it's game. Yeah, it's big business. And like Shelley pointed out, like I say, in some states, depending, it's between $10,000 to $40,000 a prisoner that they pay the state. That's more than almost the average person make a year down there. The average, that's more than the average person make a year. They paying it to house a prisoner, but they feed them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Where is the money going? And burnt toast. Where is the money going from all the $40,000 that they getting? Is it going back into the United States, or is it going into somebody's probably own pocket? Somebody master's pocket. And then, like I say, they got to be making millions a year because they work all these prisoners to the 10, 12 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week. My brother said they get every other Sunday off. They make 15 cents a day, but they really supposed to be making $15 a day on the jobs that they work. You do the math. They collecting $150 a day each prisoner, and they got more than one gang going like this. They got more than one corporation that they contracting the prisoners out to as modern day slavery. So this is gang. Prison is big business, like boy, like Robert just said. Shout out Robert, Bobby, Roberto. Yeah, so they're making a mad move to build major prisons. Now, who will these prisons for? Now, keep in mind, as I got to point out to you, that they can't export you. So because you're on your own land, so since they can't export you, they got to create prisons to put you in modern day slave camps. And the auction blocks where they auction us off to the highest bidder. The highest bidder is what prison says, oh, I can take them in, and I'm gonna make 40. And when I take them in, now the state pays me $40,000. So if you get Michael Jordan on prison, Michael Jordan went copped him a prison, and more people are invested in prisons. And it seems like to me, 85% of the people that's in the prison is Nubians, Moors, natives on the land. If they really don't like you and they feel like you a real threat, the killer clowns will come after you and they lock you in a prison, which is in Florence, Colorado, underground, where there's some high power alchemy going on. Now, you got to keep in mind, the human body is a battery, and they build these cells. Listen to the word cell with concrete. We got on the master teacher tape. We got his address to the prison where you can send him mail, and we got the links where you can send them donations, and the links on the master teacher tape. Right? Yeah. So but in that prison, it's real. It's like it's state of the art of the mind control is state of the art up in Colorado. That's the Killer Clown special design, high power alchemy prison, man. Underground, they don't know if it's day or night in that joint. And they mail, they don't come and hand the mail out in Colorado. They don't, and with Bob and Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford and they don't come just hand the mail straight out. They gotta read their mail through a screen, through a TV screen. That's how scared of these people they are. How scared the Killer Clowns are of the master teacher. The Killer Clowns, they in fear of anything that he could possibly get out to the people is dangerous to them. You know what I'm saying? So now, yeah, I'm telling you, man. So they drain the energy with the concrete, and then they get a Peter. They get these. They call it saltpeter. So shout out all my guys that went to the school of hard knocks. Jail is hell, but they give this Kool-Aid out. If you drink that Kool-Aid, they pass out in jail. They call it saltpeter. And what it does is it kills your sex drive, and it kills your production, so you can't have kids. I'm telling you, man. And keep in mind, like I said, you're just not coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you got loved ones in the prison right now, make sure you get in contact with them or hear from them to check on them, man. And not to mention, go back to the wonton suit. We got to say it like that. The Crown, right? They force prisoners to take that in order to get visitors. So all them brothers in there that then turn it down. Most of them took all of the wonton suit. Remember when they put that out? So that's a long-term effect. So they really, it seemed like to me, they run some kind of game. Like I just told y'all, they put my brother on lockdown in the Pacific, him and the other brothers who had the similar blood type, and they fed them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches 3 times a day for 30 days straight. That's 90 peanut butter jelly sandwiches. There's 90 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches they had to eat, and they couldn't make commissary They couldn't make commissary to get some food, so they were stuck just eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and drinking a carton of milk 3 times a day. Now brothers is coming down on that same unit with diabetes now. Nubian brothers got diabetes. Right? So this they running experiments, y'all, on our family members in there now. They doing all kind of stuff. Ain't no telling what they got going. Mind control, they locking brothers in and then look, some people are getting paid, these people are getting paid. Like my brother said that he worked when he went on to work, he said he saw the lady that do the commissary and he's like, oh yeah, why you ain't come back there with us? They ain't got in trouble or nothing. They really like on work release, like in the phase where they about to get out. And so they ain't getting in trouble or nothing. So he asking the lady, yeah, why y'all come back here and bring commissary? And the lady said, get out of my face, like just and it, right? So my brother said he felt in her spirit that they told her they paying her, and she knows they was running an experiment on them, try to get them, with his diabetes or whatever. And then, not to mention that, my brother is with the Nation of Islam, right? So he a Muslim, and so when they got him there, they knew he was a Muslim. So the job that they gave him was to go out there and feed and clean the pig slop pen and feed pigs and clean their feces and stuff up. And my brother said that these pigs, while one pig was taking a shit and urinating, the other pig was eating it. And you people want to eat pork, you got to be crazy. And my brother said they put him over there, man. He said he told the major. He said he wrote him up. He wrote him up and told him that, hey man, I'm a Muslim, so I can't be over here, with these hogs, man. Yeah, y'all really playing, like really doing, like this is the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to mess with me. So it took him a day or two, and eventually they got him off the hogs, right? Because he was a Muslim, but they put him out there to play these mind games in prison. They play these mind games. Not to mention the devils, all the other devils our brothers who became possessed, who's up in there, they running their mind games. And, if you don't find out who you are, or you don't find out that you ain't a real devil, because some angelical beings who are really good beings think that they can be devils, and they don't find out that they're not devils until they go and meet some real devils, like Baba said, till they meet some real devils. You know what I'm saying? You go into prison, it's real devils in there. It's welding and gashing the teeth in prison. Jail and hell is synonymous. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first level of this shit. Jail and hell is synonymous, man. I'm telling you. So, answer the phone for your people, man. Send them something on their books so they can get some commissary, man. They running some strange program in here now. Everywhere you go, like just to talk to you, just for them to hear from you, it gives them a little extra go in there, because they play mind games, man, and they treat the prisoners like crap, like animals. They consider them as animals. It don't matter what you did. The purpose of prison over here, it goes all the way back to, we didn't even have prisons over here, first of all, until the Moors came. The Moors brought the prisoners. It goes all the way back to them capturing going into Georgia and the Caucasus Mountains and lifting up a particular species. We ain't going to mess up the algorithm. And they brought this species out, and they then, because they Yaku's beings, right? Yaku taught them their trickery. So when they came into the Holy Land, they using this trickery, stealing, conniving, the list goes on, that Yaku taught them. And so we had to round them up and put them and chain them up and handcuff them and put them into prison, or to the caves. Really was the first prison, the caves, right? And then later on they came out again, and this when King George and them started creating the prison. King George the First, right? And they was over in Britain, right? And then boom, later on, what prisons are is really modern day slavery, slave camps. If you read the Constitution, they talk about slavery still in the Constitution. Once you break crimes, certain crimes and things, natural crimes and laws. So it's really slavery. They tell you it's slavery. They tell you that prison is slavery in the Constitution. So a lot of them brothers in there waived their rights. Some of them waived their rights, even by just getting a lawyer. They waived their rights. A lot of brothers was in there because they didn't know the game. And then when they get in there, they start studying. Some brothers figure out the game, and then later they get out. But it's almost like too late when you sign a contract with them, unless you know how to sign a contract and not be obligated to it. But keep in mind, when you talk to your family members, tell them read everything with fine detail before they sign it, and make sure they understand everything about that contract. Because if you got to sign it, it's a contract. If they want, and don't volunteer for nothing. Tell them don't volunteer for nothing. Yeah, prison, all of this is big business. Like Robert just told you. It's privately owned. They make, like you said, Shelly, they make between $10,000 and $40,000 a year for each prisoner. Not to mention they work them for $150 a day. So you do the math. 365 days a year. You do the math. So they making millions. And then they feed these brothers peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And not to mention, and then when my dad was in Angola for 15 years, he went to Angola. And in Angola, not only did they making the money, the $30,000 a year off the prisoner, and they doing privately owned contracts with major corporations to make money. They also in Angola grow their own food. They grow their own vegetables, and they raise their own hogs and cows. So it's like a self-sustaining city in Angola. And so how much money they pocketed in there? And then they selling cattle and selling vegetables, the overstock. So how much money is Angola making? And I'm telling you, man. So, and it's all Nubians back. It's like 85% Nubian back. Moors, natives. You know what I'm saying? So this is game, man. It's game. And they no telling them the stuff that they was doing in Dacon, Tyrone, they doing all that to our brothers and sisters in the jail, man, in the slammer. But once we start vibrating in the green light, we're going to become invisible to them. The green light about to make those who with us, with Mikael, they got to go, they're focused on the green light now. You about to be invisible to police. You got to be invisible to any of their agents in the Matrix. You remember when Neo, when it started going green in the Matrix, when Neo figured out who he was, the agents, he was able to go inside of them and bust them out. He was able to dodge bullets, all that. Those bullets are the ordinance and statutes and codes, and they acts and all they rules and regulations they created to bound us and put us under straw man and bond. Right? Those are the bullets. So once you figure out that we can dodge these bullets with the green light makes you invisible. I'm telling you. The green light makes you invisible. You so once you become part of the green light, you make an oath to do good, to give, to love, to move in harmony, and not move in, a type of energy that would cause pain and hurt. You feel me? Yeah, the green light energy is coming to the planet. Hey, so like I say, hey, Family Matters, shout out Family Matters, man. This is a family matter. Make sure you handle your business on your people that's in the slam. Make sure you check on them, man. Because some people don't make it out of there, right? You got booty bandits in there, weird demonic energy. Them niggas demons, man. Niggas talking about going and take somebody's booty, man. That's what that dude, these guys, but most of them guys be wanting like that, man. That's what all the OGs tell me. You go in there, you handle your business, mind your business, stay to yourself. Handle, you know what I'm saying? You don't got niggas ain't gonna really bother. You might get 1 or 2 tries. Once you tighten them up, you should be good. That's it. As long as you mind your own business, like E40 said. Right? It's 4 rules in prison. You got to mind your own business. Number 1. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. No, we don't do the Zoom no more. Oh yeah, we're gonna be on live tonight with the number 1 guy right now, phase 1, at 9 o'clock. So you want to tune in for that, and we're gonna we need to show him some love. So we're gonna be on doing that tonight. Okay. Let's see. Hey, we got any questions? We didn't want to go that long on this. We just want to talk about and check. Tell you to check on your family members that's in prison because they running strange programs, y'all, on our people. It's already, you know, this Ashtar Command. Ashtar Command is the one that's got the prison, but it goes back to them. So they out to take us out and see to it that we get eliminated. They the ones on the 500 million only can survive on Earth, and because they working for Enlil and the reptilian. And you know it's mostly males. And then they got it set up to where when you get out of prison, if you're a felon, it's hard for you to get a nice job unless you get a hard working, like that you get. It's certain beings out here setting up certain moves to where beings when they get out of prison with felonies they can get, you know, but it's mostly construction type jobs, roadside assistant type job where they working on the side of the road. Hey, shout out Unknown Ride, man. Yeah, so you know how it is in there, man. It's 2 different types of freedom. Like we ain't really free right here, right now, unless you're moving in the green light. And then the prison is another different type of level of freedom that's taken. Because people, stuff that you can get out here, like a hamburger, we don't eat hamburgers no more. After we saw what they was after the Kings, man. Says any form of Black Panther. Yeah, man, they set them brothers up. They set the Black Panthers up. Yeah, so check on your loved ones. You don't have to say that a couple times, man, and don't tell them what they got going on now, being that we at the position where all this fraud is getting exposed. Really, half of the people that's in prison finna get out. But so, like, I'm saying, like in a couple, like it's gonna really happen based on the matrix system being reset. It's got to be a reset. So a lot of people that's in jail for certain crimes that's like drugs gonna get out. I'm telling you, man. That's like drugs, because if you blame these guys that's in prison, you got to trace it all the way back to the Alphabet Boys. The Alphabet Boys are the number 1 criminals bringing it in. The Knights of Templar, they are the alchemists. The Alphabet Boys. They're the ones that's bringing it in. So they got it, and then all the information is coming out about them bringing it in. It's already out. They already put all the information out about them bringing all the shit in. We Nubians don't own no planes like that, boats and aircraft carriers and shit. We don't own none of that. So the Alphabet Boys is guilty. So this called in the court system, they got a thing called fruits of a poisonous tree. That means if one thing in the whole process is illegitimate, that the whole process is illegitimate. So therefore, a lot of the drug stuff, especially people like Big Meech, who's a victim of the Alphabet Boys. He's a victim of the Alphabet Boys. The Alphabet Boys was his plug. And he didn't snitch on them. Check that out. So that's why Big Meech, when he get out, they got a whole lump sum for him. But the thing is, Lalo's brothers are victims. Keep in mind, like in the 70s, I want to say 71, they did an experiment with using crack cocaine on monkeys. And then after they saw what it would do, they put it into the black community or the Nubian community, knowing what it would do. It was a concentrated, and keep in mind, this is a conjure war. And what is crack? Crack is a magical potion. Phase 1 about to go into some of that stuff tonight when we talk about the secret of magic. Crack is a magical potion. Keep that in mind. Because it's alchemy. It's chemistry. Right? So you had to mix it together, whatever. So it's a potion put together by wizards and witches and warlocks. People who cook drugs are warlocks. And so we've been targeted. We've been targeted, and that's why crack hit the streets where it did. That's why it's a liquor store on every corner. And not to mention, man, I'm telling you, these suckers hate us, man. I'm telling you. They don't give a damn about us, like Mike said. Listen to the name. Right? They really don't care about us because they give foreigners loans to come set up liquor stores right on the corner in your community. They won't even give you a loan to set up a liquor store in your community, but they'll give a foreigner a loan to come right in your community and set up a liquor store right on your corner. They'll give a foreigner money to set up a church because a foreigner came over here and set up $1 million Christian church right in the middle of a Nubian community. A foreigner. And the Hebrews approached them about it. The Hebrews said, "Hey man, how did you get this $1 million church?" Or he said, "I went to the bank." They said, "Oh, yeah, we went to the bank. He was trying to get a church as well." They got the little clip on now, right? And the people said, "No, you got to go to the certain particular bank." So they went to that certain particular bank, and the bank told them, in order for them to get the loan to get a church, they got to teach what they tell them to teach, and they got to accept a contract called 501c3. And what they told them they got to teach is they got to teach that Jesus is white. And that Jesus is coming back to save us. Don't worry about nothing else. Pretty much to sum it up. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you, to leave us hanging and waiting on Jesus and we're going to be stuck. And that takes me to a story. Right? Of some niggas that was waiting on Jesus. You know what I'm saying? There were some people waiting on Jesus. They got trapped in the flood and they were stuck on top of their house. One boat came and they said, "Hey man, y'all need a ride? Cause it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's getting bad out here and you gotta be stuck out here." They said, "Nah, we waiting on Jesus." The dude said, "All right," and he went on about his business. The next guy came, right? Another boat came. And he said, "Hey man, y'all need a ride, man. It's bad out here, man. Y'all guys could possibly drown out here." They said, "No, we waiting on Jesus." They didn't get on the boat with the guy. They said, "We waiting on Jesus." Right? And then one more boat came. This is the third boat, the third knock, the 3 knocks, and the door shall be open. The 3 knocks. Right? The next boat came. And he said, "Hey man, y'all need a ride. Like I'm the last boat out of here. Like if y'all don't get with me, y'all gotta be stuck." And you know, that's it. They said, "No, we waiting on Jesus." So that boat left. You know what I'm saying? Then the people that were stuck on top of the house, they drowned. Then when they drowned, they went to heaven. When they was walking to the gate, they saw Jesus sitting at the gate. Right? This is a scenario to tell you, you know, what the game here. They saw Jesus at the gate, and then they asked Jesus. They said, "Man, we died waiting on you. Why didn't you come to save us? We was waiting on you. Why did you come?" He said, "I did come. I sent 3 boats. You niggas turned to all 3 of them down." You know what I'm saying? You niggas turned all 3 votes down that I sent. So, I mean, how you going to blame me? You know what I'm saying? You see, I sent the first guy, you should down him down. Second, third, I said, oh, well, these people just don't want, they want to just go on here die. So, we got to get on the first vote. So don't stick around waiting on Jesus when Jesus already sent us everything we need already. He gave you the mind. It says, have the mind. Have the same mind like Christ. Have a Christ-type mind. The mind is what he sent us. And the mind is what we got to use right now to figure this thing out and to crack these codes and to unmask the illusion that's going down. I'm telling you. Yeah, so we ain't gonna stick around and wait on Enlil to finger us and try to put us out of business because he think that his storyline is Earth is only populated. Well, Enlil didn't say that. He just was trying to, get rid of niggas. Ashtar Command came out with that, said that the Earth is only 500 million people can survive on Earth. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, bro. The only reason they saying that is because they don't got Islam. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about Islam, the religion. I'm talking about Islam that created the heavens and earth as a glided canopy. I'm talking about Islam that keep the planets from. Islam is the mathematics and science that keep the planets from bumping into each other. It keeps them on the orbit. 360. All the planets are rotating around the sun. They don't bump into each other. How is that happening? If somebody then mathematically do that, I'm telling you, man. And and that's going on in several other star systems. So it's a guided canopy based on mathematics and science, which is real Islam. The planets weighs a certain amount. That's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was trying to put over to us about the science of Islam. Elijah Muhammad really didn't teach Islam religion. He taught Islam civics. That's why he said the lessons in the books, it's always dealing with mathematics. And then 13X came down and took the mathematical part and created his own 5% organization from the mathematical part of it. That's why when 5%ers greet each other, they say, "What's the mathematics for the day? What's the mathematics?" So I'm talking about that Islam, the Islam that keep the planets from bumping into each other. They keep the Earth rotating 365 around the sun. That type of Islam, not the shit Abu Bakr and this other stuff that they made up and with this worship. And praying to a stone, gods of wood and stone. We don't pray to gods of wood and stone. The being that we refer to as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the supreme energy of the universe. The the green energy, the dark green light. That's the green screen. Keep in mind, you got to have a green. They do these green screens. You can do different things with green screens. Yeah, it's peace, and that's why the universe, the solar system is in peace because the planets are not bumping into each other. If they were to bump into each other, then that'll be out of order. Islam is order. It's peace. When you're in order, when things are in order and functioning correctly, that's peace. That's real Islam, not the religion, worship them, and you doing all this. Nah, see now Noble Drew Ali. Shout out Noble Drew Ali. Prophet Noble Drew Ali and Elijah lose a little bit of they disguise like religious. They disguise themselves with religious Islam, but they really was using civics Islam. The Circle 7 is about mathematics. So the Circle 7 Quran is mathematical shit. It's not religious, but it's disguised within, encoded into with religion in it to buy them time. Elijah Muhammad and Noble Drew Ali them did that to buy them time, right? You say a new in Islam is different. It depends on what level you're on, but one of the Allahs is Nana. One of the Allahs is Nana. Keep in mind, Allah really is just a title. And really, Nana, if you're going with arm, leg, arm, head, that's really a woman. Because you're missing a piece. You know what I'm saying? That's what Allah, Allah. Really, it's who they worship Adina a lot. But you missing a piece when you talking about Allah. We can go into that, but I don't want to get into that right now. Going to break it down. We might do another class on it. I might post a master teachers class. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post a master teacher talking about it on now. But y'all, keep in mind we got phase tonight, y'all. So y'all want to be tuning in for that at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The hottest guy in the game. I just heard some on Instagram where he was going back and forth with WAC 100. Shout out Sunrise in the building. Right? So yeah, man, check on your loved ones in the prisons, man. Like I said, I told my brother when he went in there to join the movement. So cause it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like my brother. My brother, he a real gangster though. But like I say, I told him to join the Muslims, so he wanted to be part of no other stuff. The Muslims, they pretty much square business in there, right? And he said, yeah, I'm glad you told me to do that. And I like Islam, you know, because he's like my brother, like Ishmael. He a wild ass of a man. So they created Islam, but like a religious sect of Islam, partially is created to create discipline. Because Ishmael, he was a wild ass of a man. He would go out, and if you say something about his little brother, or his dad, or his mom, or anything about him, he would go out to behead you and want to fight. Ishmael wanted to fight all the time. Ishmael was ready to go. He was always on go. So Islam put him at a state of peace, right? If he fought, so it's a set of Islam is a set of rules, galactical rules that when he followed them, it put him at peace. That's real Islam. It's order. It's I, self, Lord, and master. For y'all, for my Moors out there. For my babies. Shout out my baby's kids in the building. If we're ready to get out of here, we don't want to hold you long. We might just, drinking some water and, take a break. And we're going to get back on for the phase show at 9:00. So you don't want to miss that, man. We love you all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Show us some love on the Cash App, man. Peace.
Never have it been made so clear.